Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on the Humble Choice, which I gotta say, probably the weakest Humble Choice in quite a while, but you know, if you still have games you're interested in, the issue with this bundle is you've got one marquee game, and then a lot of the games I just feel like are games that are a little bit lower key and a lot of people aren't going to be interested in, but again, we'll go over it. It still offers good value as long as you have interest in the games. That's what it comes down to. Unfortunately, not everybody is going to have interest in all of the games outside of the top title. So we'll talk about that. We do have the Sci-Fi Shooters 2.0 bundle, which I think that's quite good. We'll highlight some deals over at Greenman Gaming and Fanatical as well, and links to everything will be in the description box below. And if you buy anything, I do get an affiliate kickback, so that is much appreciated. But let's get right into it. Let's kick things off with Humble Choice, which is headlined by Resident Evil Village, which is a solid headliner, but let's be honest, this game came out 5 years ago in 2021. Would it really have killed them to have the headliner be Resident Evil Village, the Gold Edition? Like, that would have been ideal, so you would get the DLC as well. It's just the base game, which I actually think that makes this bundle lose a lot of value, because Resident Evil Village has been on sale for literally $9.99. So yeah, I get it. It's still a decent headliner, but a lot of the times the headliner's historic low price point on Steam would at least equal the value of Humble Choice, or at least get very, very close to that. In this case, you're a ways off at it being a $9.99 title, and it could have just been the Gold Edition. If you offered the Gold Edition, I would have been really higher on this bundle, but because it's not the Gold Edition, that's a huge thumbs down for me as far as including Village. And I love Resident Evil Village as a game. It's not about the quality level of the game, it's about value proposition, and that's my issue here, where the value proposition just isn't as strong as it could have been. But, you know, it is what it is. Then you do have some other titles. Date Everything, Core Keeper is there as well, which that's a good addition. Starvaders, Squirrel with a Gun, SteamWorld Build, Bus Simulator 21, and Big Helmet Heroes. That's what I'm talking about. Like, after Resident Evil Village, it's not like months recently where the top 3 games, or last month's choice, I really thought the top 4 games gave you a lot of value. Maybe that's just my personal preference. Obviously, when I make these videos, my personal preference is going to come into play, and I just don't have that level of interest in, let's say, Date Everything and Squirrel with a Gun that I would in Etrian Odyssey 2, which was like 4th from the top as far as last month's choice goes. And, you know, you still had Sonic Frontiers and a bunch of other games in last month's lineup as well. Hunt Showdown was in there, but nonetheless, that is the bundle. I'm sure people will find value out of it. Maybe I'm a little bit more down on it than I should be, but it is what it is. All right, moving on from that, the Best of Humble bundle, Sci-Fi Shooters 2.0 bundle, I do think is quite good. You have System Shock 2 25th Anniversary Remaster. By the way, top bundle is $20. System Shock 2 25th Anniversary Remaster, Starship Troopers Extermination, Star Wars Dark Forces Remaster, Doom Eternal, Prey Digital Deluxe Edition, Battle Shapers, and Black Mesa. All of that for $20, and System Shock 2 20th Anniversary Remaster really carries the value of this bundle, so definitely good stuff there. Starship Troopers Extermination, good addition there as well. $14 will get you Doom Eternal, Prey Digital Deluxe, Battle Shapers, and Black Mesa, which is good, but that $20 tier, man, if you don't have any of that, I know most of you guys probably have maybe Doom Eternal and Prey, but man, if you don't have those two either, this bundle's just ridiculous. And by the way, Star Wars Dark Forces Remastered, that's not a bad inclusion either. Black Mesa is another title a lot of you guys probably own, but nevertheless, think that's a pretty solid bundle, all things considered. Next up, we got some deals over at Greenman Gaming. First of all, for my JRPG guys out there, Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is going to be getting its official release tomorrow. Obviously, it's got the fake early access period with the Digital Deluxe Edition at $75. I think that's like kind of a heinous price point, but nevertheless, you know, every publisher is going through the route of fake early access, but the base game is $59.99. However, you can use the code FEB15 and you will save 15% off on the game, so definitely take advantage of that promo code. It'll knock it down to $51, and if you're an XP member, it'll be $48 just off the bat. So $48 for the game I think is pretty good. Just by the way, if you are an XP member, add the game to your cart and then the price should be adjusted. Greenman Games have been having this issue where a lot of the XP prices seemingly aren't getting displayed, even if you're an XP member, until you add the game to your cart. But adding Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined to my card, it is $48, so 20% off. So good deal there. I will give a mention to Monster Hunter Wilds, 53% off for $32.72. Look, I've talked about this game ad nauseum in the sense of I don't think it should have taken a year for this game to get better, but some of you guys want to play it, and the patch did drop, and there has been a relatively positive reception to the patch. Is the game absolutely perfect? From what I hear, no. The reviews are still a mixed reception, but you know, if you do want to check it out, it's over 50% off of its initial price point, which I think makes it a little bit more palatable of a pickup. And look, I played through Monster Hunter Wilds when it came out, and I had a fairly decent time with it. However, I'm not going to be one of those, you guys should upgrade your GTX 1060 and then maybe you wouldn't get bad performance. I'm not going to be one of those people that is just going to diminish other people's experiences with the game just because, you know, I rolled the dice and it ran well on me. That's literally what it is sometimes with PC gaming. It's just you're rolling the dice and oh, it runs well for me. I'll take a W on that. But yo, for me, Monster Hunter Wilds didn't even run that well. It ran to a level where I considered it to be playable. But I don't even think this game's that good from a visual standpoint, by the way, either. I think some of the textures look absolutely awful in this game. But nevertheless, $32.72 on that. Then we do have Nioh 3, which Nioh 3 has a free demo available. You should download it and play it. Blown away by the performance of this game just because with Tecmo Koei, you know, I've played the Atelier Yumiyas of the world and whatnot, and sometimes it's a crap show with Tecmo Koei, but thankfully with Nioh 3, they did a slam dunk great job based on my experience and what I've seen other people's experience has been with the game. And the game itself, I am really enjoying. Tecmo Koei, all transparency, they did send me a copy of this game early, and I have been playing it. I am having a good time with it. I like the dual style shifts of samurai style and ninja style. I think that adds another layer to the game, and it is fairly challenging, you know, but if, like I always say, your boy sucks at these games, and if I can make it through it, I think anybody can make it through it. And yeah, love the aesthetic. Nioh from an aesthetic standpoint has always been right up my alley. Like the yokais and everything like that, that's always going to be something I gravitate to just from a style standpoint. And a lot of the times, that's really what wins me over with a lot of the Souls-like games. That's why I like Lies of P so much as well. But enjoying Nioh 3, you know, it is a $70 game, but Fanatical's got it a little bit cheaper, 12% off, $61.59. The digital deluxe edition price is absolutely heinous, $110. That is 12% off for $96.79. That includes the season pass with some bonus DLC. You know, the content seems to be relative content. It's not just like cosmetics and nonsense like that. It's going to be story-based content and things of that nature with new bosses and whatnot. So, you know, I'm not a fan of that price point, but it is what it is. You know, what can I do about it? And then lastly, Fanatical does still have the build your own Resident Evil bundle. Look, if you want to get Resident Evil Village and you don't have interest in the other games and you want to pick up other Resident Evil titles, the Resident Evil bundle might be the route to go. $6.50 an item, you'll get Resident Evil Village, but then you could also get Resident Evil 6 and Resident Evil 7 for another $6.50. That's a double pack. RE2 is available if you want to add that to your bundle. Resident Evil 3, and they have older Capcom titles as well. Devil May Cry 5 and Virgil, DMC HD Collection, Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2, the deluxe double pack, that's pretty good as well. DMC, Devil May Cry, some good options all around there. But yeah, check that out as well. Links to everything as always in the description box below. If you do buy anything, I get an affiliate kickback, which is much appreciated. But that is going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.